Hello and welcome back to Emerge, your 30-day yoga journey with Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu and I'm here with day 13. Today we are exploring balance. So this would be a swift practice that is designed to help you cultivate more balance in your body, mind, and heart. So this might be a practice that you return to over time. So today, if there are poses or parts of the asana that aren't accessible to you yet, or that you're still working on, or today just isn't the day, laugh it off. Allow yourself to be in the moment and remember that it is a practice and you don't have to nail everything all at first and all at once. You know, we all have good days and bad days, and we're just here to play and be present in our bodies and to explore. So with all that being said, let's come forward onto all fours, finding our tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hip points. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Really ground down in through the tops of the feet, sending the toes towards the back edge of the mat. Hug the navel to the spine so that you're not dropping in the belly. Send the tailbone towards the back edge of the mat. Crown reaches forward. Gaze is straight down. Beautiful. On your next inhale, drop the belly. Shine the heart forward. Crown lifts. Tailbone lifts. On your exhale, begin to round through the tailbone, curl up through the spine, and then allow the head to grow heavy, the neck to grow soft. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Exhale to round it through. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And exhale to round it through. Wonderful. Come back to your neutral spine, crown nice and long. And we'll bump the hips to the right, take our gaze to the left. We're looking back at our left toes, finding a beautiful stretch in the right side body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bump the hips to the left, take the gaze to the right. Look back at those right toes. Inhale, come back to center. Find your nice tabletop. Maybe you need to readjust your stance a little bit. Make sure those wrists are underneath the shoulders. Knees are directly underneath the hip points. So knees are hip width distance apart. You're pressing down into the tops of the feet. Beautiful. Then we're going to send the left toes back. Bring the left toes to the mat and just find a sawing motion here. Breathing nice and deep. We're stretching through the back of the knee, the Achilles, getting a little movement happening here. Then when you're ready, we'll lift that left leg up. Beautiful. So we're lifting from the left inner thigh and engaging the glutes. Then we'll lean into the left palm and reach the right fingertips past the crown. Gaze is straight down. Inhale in here. Exhale, round it through. Knee to nose, chin to chest. Press down into the top of that right foot. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round it through. Beautiful. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round it through. One more. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round it through. You got this. Then we'll bring the left knee to the mat, the right palm back to the mat. Find our tabletop position. Then we're going to shift the right foot so that it comes off of the right side of the mat. We're sending the left toes back towards the back edge of our mat and reaching the right fingertips up towards the heavens. So bring that left foot flush with the mat so that you've got some stability. Maybe you stay here. Maybe on your next inhale, you lift that left leg up, and maybe you stay here. Maybe if you'd like, you bend that left knee, reach the left fingertips back, and grab onto the left foot. Playing with your balance here, try to keep your foot the same height as your hips. Pressing down into that right palm, pressing into the top of the right foot. We take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're going to release gently and see if we can bring that left foot all the way up and through center and step it up towards the top edge of the mat, finding yourself in a low lunge. Stack the front knee over the front ankle. Allow the hips to drop, but engage all the muscles towards the midline rather. Beautiful. Curl the back toes under if they're not already. Lift the back knee. Plant the palms or the fingertips, and then find some buoyancy in that right knee as you launch that right foot up off the mat and find yourself in half splits. So you're lifting from the right inner thigh, reaching that right foot as high up as it will go. Soft bend in the left knee. Don't lock that left leg. We inhale in and exhale. Bring the right foot to the mat once again. Pivot on the back foot so that it is at a 45-degree angle. We're bending through the left knee, and we slowly rise on up into our warrior one. Beautiful. Peel back with this left hip crease. Square the hips towards the front edge of the mat. We inhale and reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Find that space between the palms. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're going to open it up to a warrior two, bringing that left, or the right foot rather, parallel with the short edge of the mat, really seeing if we can pull back with this right thigh, reaching the fingertips out long beside us, palms face down. Pull the pinkies back. You got this. Fierce gaze past the left fingertips. See if you can find that nice long line from crown to tail. Then on your next inhale, we're going to reach the right fingertips down and then up, pivoting on the right foot, coming up onto the right toes. We find ourselves in a high lunge. Inhale in here. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Nice. Take a breath or two here, finding your stance. And we're going to find some buoyancy in this back knee. We inhale in. And we exhale, step the right foot up to meet the left, bend the knees, send the hips back, find a chair pose. Fingertips are reaching out in front of us. Biceps are maybe up towards the ears or reaching out, lower down a little bit. Engage the navel to the spine, lengthening down through the tailbone. Beautiful. Inhale in. Exhale, rise back up. Bring your right knee with you. Hug it up into the chest. Maybe you stay here, holding on to that right knee, rotating the right ankle, playing with your balance here. Or maybe you reach the left fingertips out beside you, open the right knee, and see if you can find an open heart, open pelvis. Breathing nice and deep. We inhale in. And on an exhale, we set the right foot down. Find our mountain pose. Shine the palms forward, lift through the crown, stand up nice and tall. And exhale, relax the shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, find your soft knees. Reach up towards the heavens. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Find your forward fold. On an inhale, halfway lift, palms to the thighs or to the shins. Hug the elbows into the side body. Find your figure 7 shape. Crown reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. Exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back, then the other. Lower the knees to the mat, and once again, find our tabletop position. Nicely done. Let's take it to the other side. So find your tabletop, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hip points. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Hug the navel to the spine. Crown reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. On your next inhale, we're going to send the right toes back. Right toes this time. They come to the mat. We find our sawing motion here, stretching through the back of the knee, through the Achilles. Playing around here for a moment. Then on the next inhale, we'll lift that right leg up, lean into the left hand and reach, or lean into the right hand rather, sorry. Lean into the right hand and reach the left fingertips past the crown. Breathing nice and deep here, lift from the right inner thigh. We inhale in, exhale, knee to nose, chin to chest. Inhale to reach, exhale, reel it in. Inhale to reach, exhale, reel it in. Last one, inhale to reach. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, reel it in. Knee to nose, chin to chest. Beautiful. Right knee comes to the mat. Left palm comes to the mat. We move the left toes off of the left side of the mat. We lean into the left hand, reach the right foot towards the back edge of the mat. Reach the right fingertips up towards the heavens. So find your posture here, grounding down through that right foot. Maybe you stay here, and maybe you lift the right leg. You can stay here, or you can bend that right knee, reach back with the right hand and grab onto the right ankle or foot. Push into that right hand, seeing if you can keep that right foot level with the right hip. Breathing nice and deep, challenging your balance. One more deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're gently letting go of that right foot and reeling it all the way up to the front edge of our mat, seeing if we can find our low lunge. So adjust yourself accordingly so that you're stacking the right knee over the right ankle. Finding that low lunge, allowing the hips to sink, feeling this beautiful stretch, lifting through the chest, lifting through the crown. You know that you can back off if you need to. Be where you're at today. Beautiful. Curl the back toes under if they're not already. Lift the back knee. Find some buoyancy in that left leg. And then we're launching off of the left toes, lifting the left leg up towards the heavens, finding our half splits. See if you can lift through the left inner thigh. Breathing nice and deep. And then on your next exhale, you're going to step that left foot down, bring it to a 45-degree angle, bending through the right knee. You'll slowly rise on up, finding your warrior one on this side. So peel back with that right hip crease, square your hips towards the front edge of the mat. We inhale and reach the fingertips up towards the heavens, and exhale, relax the shoulders. Palms facing each other, bending through that right knee generously, relaxing the shoulders. Beautiful. On your next inhale, let's open it up to a warrior one, warrior two, rather. Reaching the fingertips out long beside us. We're bringing the right heel in line with the arch of the left foot, rolling this right thigh open. Palms face down, pulling the pinkies back, relax the shoulders. Fierce gaze past those right fingertips. Beautiful. On your next inhale, let's allow the left fingertips to go down, to come up. We pivot on the left foot, finding ourselves in a high lunge. Reposition your stance if you need to. You're up on the toes of the left foot, bending generously through the left or the right knee. Inhale in, exhale, palms come together at the heart. Beautiful. Find your stance for a moment. See if you can tuck that pelvis, hug the navel to the spine, find integrity. Inhale in. Exhale, find buoyancy in the left knee. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Sink the hips, bend the knees, reach the fingertips forward, coming down into a chair pose. Sink those hips. Gaze is straight down in front of you. Engage the core. Lengthen the tailbone down. We're not here for long. Inhale in. Exhale, rise on up, lifting the left knee up towards the chest and catching it with the palms. So you're hugging that left knee up towards the chest, breathing nice and deep. Maybe you stay here. And maybe you reach the right fingertips out beside you and then open the left knee towards the left side of the mat. Breathing nice and deep. Landing your gaze on something, finding your balance. We take one more deep breath in. And on an exhale, we set the left foot down. Bring the palms to the side. Open the palms face forward. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. We take a deep breath in. And a long exhale out. Beautiful. Soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Palms slide to the thighs or to the shins. Extend that crown forward. Hug the navel to the spine. Exhale to bow it down. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back, then the other. Find ourselves in a plank pose. Push up out of the earth. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. We inhale in and exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Inhale to rise up for a cobra and exhale to bow it down. Curl the toes under. Push up to all fours or to a plank and exhale to send it to a downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Melt the heart towards the thighs. Ground down through the fingertips. Take pressure out of the wrists. Shake the head, yes and no. Make sure the neck is nice and loose. Then we'll drop the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the heavens. Inhale in here. Exhale, knee to nose. Upper body's in plank. We're stepping the right foot up between the palms, lowering the back knee, finding our low lunge. Stack the front knee over the front ankle. Lift through the sternum, lift through the crown. Shoulders are away from the ears. Beautiful. We inhale in and long exhale out. Maybe you look one way and then the other, loosening through the neck. Then we curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, walk the back foot in about halfway. Foot is at a 45-degree angle. We find ourselves in a pyramid pose, leaning over our right thigh. Breathe nice and deep here, getting a beautiful stretch in the back of the right leg. See if you can peel back with that right hip crease. Wonderful. On your next inhale, bring the palms together at the heart. Stand up nice and tall, rising up. Stand up nice and tall. Inhale in. Exhale, bring a slight bend to both knees, lifting the left heel up off the mat. We're going to make a tricky transition here. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, you're going to hug the left knee up and towards the chest, engaging the core. And then you're going to see if you can cross that left ankle over the top of the right thigh. Coming into a standing pigeon pose here. We're going to bend through that right knee, sending the hips back rather. Leaning forward a little bit. Finding our standing pigeon. Find something for your gaze to land on that's not moving. You got this. We're not here for long. Breathing nice and deep. Wonderful. On your next inhale, rise back up. Lift that left knee up towards the chest. Really lift, lift, lift. And exhale, set the left foot down. Soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back and then the other. Find our plank pose. Inhale in here. Exhale straight to a downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. And a long breath out. Wonderful. Plant the right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the heavens. Exhale, knee to nose. Upper body's in plank. Remember, you can lower that back knee if you need to. Step the left foot up between the palms. Find your low lunge. Stack that front knee over the front ankle. If you need to back off, then definitely do so. Find what works best in your body. Wonderful. Then we're going to curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, step that right foot up about halfway, bringing the right foot to a 45-degree angle. Straighten through that left leg. Find yourself in a pyramid pose, bowing the forehead towards the knee. Breathe nice and deep. Peel back with that left hip crease. Palms together at the heart. Slowly rise on up. Reach through the crown. Tuck the pelvis. Engage the navel towards the spine. And we find soft knees. Come on to the toes of the right foot. We're going to make our tricky transition here. So inhale in. Exhale, you're bringing that right knee all the way up and through, reaching it up towards the chest. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you cross that right ankle over the top of the left thigh, coming into our standing pigeon pose, and start to bend through that left knee, dropping the hips, sending them back, finding your pigeon pose, breathing nice and deep. See if you can relax those shoulders away from the ears, keep the crown nice and long, neck nice and long. Stay active through the right toes. You got this. A couple more breaths. Working on your balance. If you fall out, just come back. Wonderful. On your next inhale, rise back up. Hug the knee up into the chest. Really lift, lift, lift. And exhale, set the right toes down. Oh, soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back, then the other, finding our last downward dog of the practice. Stretch it out here. Breathe nice and deep. Tick-tock those hips. Bend the knees. Do what you need to do. Take a couple breaths here. Eventually, we're going to bring the knees nice and gentle down to the mat. Swing the legs to one side. Any side, come to your seat. Slowly make your way down to a flat back position. Sending the legs out nice and long. Inhale, reach the fingertips out past the crown. And exhale, float those fingertips down to your sides. Bend the knees, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat. Open the feet just a little bit wider than your hips, really planting the soles of the feet. Knees are shining up towards the heavens. Maybe you roll the shoulders underneath you a little bit. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, see if you can reach the right knee down towards the top left corner of your mat. Knees are falling to the left. Hands can come to the waistline, can come to the belly, can reach out beside you. Breathe nice and deep. Your next inhale will bring the knees back up through center, getting a little booty massage here, and we'll take it to the other side. Knees fall to the right. See if you can keep your feet same distance apart. We're not closing that gap, and we're reaching the left knee down towards the top right corner of the mat. Really feeling this beautiful stretch in the psoas. Staying nice and present. On your next inhale, roll those knees back up through center. Then we'll bring the feet together, hug the knees into the chest. Oh, feels so good. Give yourself a great big hug here. And we'll open the knees nice and wide. Now you can stay here, or if you'd like to, you can reach the arms between the knees, grab onto the outside of the feet, lift the feet up towards the heavens, and come into happy baby. Really feel your back connect with the mat here. Sway side to side maybe, find some exquisite stillness. Beautiful. One more deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll release the feet, hug the knees into the chest, roll to one side, any side, it doesn't matter. You're slowly coming up to a seated position, finding your Sukhasana or your Thunderbolt or your Hero Pose, whatever feels good to you. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, close the eyes, relax the shoulders away from the ears, tuck the chin into the chest. Feel throughout your body, allow the nutrients of your practice to begin to settle in. And no matter how this practice went for you today, chalk it up to a learning experience. Maybe you need to revisit this practice. Maybe you're like, no thank you, but I made it through. And that's great. That's beautiful. Be where you're at today. Congratulate yourself for showing up and doing the practice anyways. On your next breath in, let's bring the palms together at the heart. Exhale, we'll bring the thumbs to the third eye. Bow forward, bow to each other. The light in me honors, cherishes, and is in awe of the light in you. I'll see you tomorrow for day 14. Namaste.